Welcome everyone to My AI Live. Today is Friday, November 15th. My AI Live, we get together every Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific. We are showing you the incredible My AI system. We're also teaching you how to build on social media, how to really create those conversations and move the needle on your business. Mike, I've co-hosted you, so if you can help me with the waiting room, that would be amazing.
Got it.
And thanks, sweetie. Okay, so again, I do apologize in advance. This is going to be a shorter class. I will do questions and more of those things on Monday. My mom is actively passing and I need to get back to the hospital, but I do want to make sure that you guys have what you need for the weekend. So I'm just going to do this really quick for you guys because I want to make sure you have this. God, I can't even think straight. Okay. I want to show you a couple of posts. First is PJ here. PJ Pause. Is she here today? Some days she's not here. Okay, she's not here. Well, hopefully she sees us. So there's many types of posts that we do. One is a video post, and then ones are, written word. Everybody kind of knows that, right? I caught two things on social media today that were outstanding, and I want to show them to you guys so you can start actively putting them into your things, okay? So number one, I want to show you this one right here. I want to show you PJ's first, okay? So the and just to give you more of an update, she will probably, if she makes it through the rest of this day, I would be surprised, but she definitely won't be here by Monday. She's just but she's at peace and hospice is doing wonderful things for her. And it's been a journey. So, asking for all of your guys' support, and thank you so much for being with me and standing with me as I go through this. And we're a community and a family here. So thank you guys. All right, I want to show you PJ's video. PJ did a reel. Here, she did this video. And does anybody notice anything about this? Any of you guys notice anything about this video? It has the captions like the normal thing, but she's put this title description of what this video is about at the very top. So the entire time this is up there, grabbing that attention. It's also in a different color than this. Yes, the words are still white, but the red underneath of it pops, right? Discover how the simple plate method can make a huge difference in managing diabetes. So for people that are dealing with diabetes, it's going to be like, oh, this is simple and it makes a huge difference with the problem I'm having. So she's talking about the problem and she's talking about two things in that. Now, even though I haven't heard any words yet, I know what this is about. And it actually made me stop. And I was like, oh, that's brilliant, PJ. I love the way you did that because it caught my attention, first of all, with the red wording. Second of all, because it wasn't changing on the top, I knew exactly what she was talking about. And the third thing is it has down here at the bottom, which you always want to make sure in your videos that you have captions below if possible, because many times people are scrolling through reels and they're actually not listening with the volume up. You have to remember that. A lot of people do not have the volume up. And so that's why you want the wording, because the wording will capture their attention so they watch it, right? Here's the other thing that I want you to see on here, though. Does anybody know what today's date is? Who's going to tell me what today's date is? Carol.
The 15th.
15th.
It's the 15th, right? Notice when this video is from. The 7th. So we were having a conversation with one of our members the other day who was telling me, yeah, I have to post at these exact times because those are the only times that somebody will see, my perfect person is going to see my post. And Coach Dawn and I kind of looked at her and we're like, that's not true. And she's like, oh, it is because this person said it. And I'm like, no, that's not true. It's actually based on what Facebook thinks that you would want to see. Because remember, their entire goal is to keep you on their platform as long as possible. That's the same with Instagram, TikTok, and everything else, right? Now, it is true that things only last for a period of time. However, if you are actively working your posts back and forth, that's why when you have these incredible posts that you do, like Deborah here, she had a post that really she started getting a lot of comments on. She can go back and make a comment on that post, and it'll kick it back up into the news feed where more people will see it, right? So, and if somebody else comments on the post, it kicks it up into the news feed. And if I happen to be online at that time, then I will see that post. Now, I had a couple posts come up like that today. First, PJ's, which was from November 7th, and today's the 15th. So that's an older post, right? And then, but this red thing is brilliant up here. So I wanted to make sure that you guys saw this in when making your reels. If you put that thing up there with a bright color, it's going to stop people in the scroll. And hopefully I still have the scroll. So here's the original, right? Here's what I was scrolling at. So this is what I saw. So when I this morning was looking at post, seeing what I wanted to talk about, I of course saw food posts because they always come up, right? And then I saw this, and I was like, that looks nice. Missing my ocean. Okay. And then kept going and kept going. And I said, oh, that's a sweet post. And I stopped there to look at the cute baby because the baby's cute and babies are cute and stuff. This right here, didn't look at that. Looked at that, stopped briefly at that. And I was like, that's okay. Kept going. And then all of a sudden I stopped here and I saw PJ's post and I was like, and the red just popped out from everything else. Do you see the difference of how all those posts were going? And then suddenly this video with this, and I was like, whoa. And then I never did actually listen to the video. I never went over here to put the volume up, but I did read every word that it said. And I really want you guys to hear that in your videos, right? I never did pop up the volume to hear what she was actually saying, but I did read every one of these words. In fact, I replayed it again to read all of the wording. Right now, I don't want any noise at all, right? I just am in a place where I just need quiet. But I wanted to be able to read that. So that's how powerful your captions are, and that's how powerful this title is, okay? All right, then, of course, I keep scrolling. Now, this is not something I want to see. This is something PJ doesn't want to see, although it is made without sugar, so I don't know how many carbs it has in it. Here's the other thing I saw. I was like, snow? Where? Crap. It's my standard word anytime I see snow. But look at the date, guys. This is from November 8th. This is my news feed today. This is from November 8th. This is not from November 15th. But Facebook thinks I want to see this. Why? Because when all the snow was going on here and I was having to make the trip out here, I was clicking on every snow thing and weather thing that there was. So Facebook thinks that's what I want to see. And again, I stopped. It knows it's watching what I stop on. It's watching what I spend time on. And so again, I stopped the scroll. Kept going again. And then I saw this one. This photo right here, I was like, oh goodness, what's Steve up to? This is funny. I love this photo, right? And so I stopped. Notice the date, guys. What's the date? This is my news feed today from just a little bit ago when I was getting ready to do this training. What's the date? November 6th. If anybody tells you that you have to post it and they're only going to see it that day, that's not completely true. It's all based on algorithm, right? So I came over here, and this is another post that I wanted to show you guys. Wellness Wednesday. Mental health used to be a taboo subject, but nowadays mental health is just the same as your physical health. Absolutely love that statement. He's talking about what it is that he wants to put across. He's making it very clear. And then the see more, I started reading the rest of this fabulous post. Now, there's two ways that you can do this post, guys. If you ever make something a post that's like this, there's two ways that you can do this. First, you could do it as a caption and suggested image, of course. And the second one, you could do it as a long post and suggested image. This one's a long post, right? Now, he could start off with mental health used to be a taboo subject, but nowadays mental health is just the same as your physical health. I found a great way to improve my mental health against such things as depression and depression. I found a great way to improve your mental health against such things as depression. I think he's got a typo here. I experienced a really dark depression as I was betrayed in a relationship. My go-to help uplifted my spirits. That uplifted my spirits was exercise. It's got a couple typos, but that's okay. It's a powerful tool and a battle against depression, and experts from various fields have shed light on how physical activity can improve mental health. Here's a summary of mechanisms through which exercise fights off depression. Now, you have a couple of things here. One, this post could have been done as a shorter post like this, with more of a story in there, and the ending call to action being, if you'd like to know the tips that helped me through this, let me know. I'd be happy to give you, my list of, top things that I do. Or you can do it as a long post with all of these things about endorphin release, reduction of stress, improvement of sleep, enhancing brain function, and things like that. Okay. Experts across the board, including psychologists, psychiatrists, and fitness professionals, agree on the benefits of exercise for mental health. Incorporating regular physical activity can be a valuable part to combat depression. Fabulous post. Okay. Now, again, when you make comments on your people who make comments, you always want to ask a question back so you can get as much bang for your buck out of that, right? Okay. This one's from November 11th. What is today? November 15th. Does that mean nobody in the world posted on November 15th? Is that why I'm getting all these old posts? No. It's because this is what Facebook thinks that I want to see, right? Sassy Grand was a 90-year-old woman that I used to follow. She is one of my favorite people on the planet. She went home to heaven. This is her daughter here. And this lady is absolutely hilarious. And I followed her. It was this lady right here on the right. And I followed her because she was just so funny. And the son here decided to start this Sassy Gran Facebook and Instagram to record videos of his grandmother, who was just hilarious. And this woman is so funny. So let me see if I can get one of her things up here because it's just so funny.
Your husband had a girlfriend. You went and found out who she was, made friendly with her, and then what happened?
Well, we went out drinking.
Yeah.
And I wasn't hardly drinking. I was just putting it to her good. And I said, well, we better go eat so we can go home. And she was so drunk. She face went right down in her food, and that's where it stayed. I called him and told her, come and get your lady friend. Her face is in the food.
So you got her so drunk she passed out in her food.
So anyways, this lady is sassy. She's just sassy. And I crack up at some of the stuff that she talks about. But anyway, she's passed on now. But here's the thing that I want you to remember. When you're going after your tribe, you have to talk about the message that's important to you, right? Number one. Secondly, don't be scared that somebody's only going to see that post that day. If you've got a post like Deborah Smith did, that post that really just did really well, go back and make a comment on it and feel free to kick that back up into the algorithm. Remember, there may have been somebody who wasn't on Facebook that day. I mean, I've hardly been on Facebook except to teach. I mean, right now, I don't have the bandwidth for it, right? But when I'm on there, it's showing me the most important post it thinks that I want to see from November 7th and November 8th and November 11th. So the most important thing about your posts is to make it your message that's true to you. That's the most important thing, right? Okay, so let's put 5 minutes up. We're going to make our post today. For hashtags for Friday could be Fun Friday, Feedback Friday, Thankful Friday. A lot of times I actually do gratitude posts on Fridays, and on Fridays I talk about what fun I'm going to have over the weekend normally, except for obviously today. Because most people, I have found personally for me, when I do business posts on Friday, they don't fly as well. I always get better conversations when I'm asking people what they're doing for the weekend or talking about weekend plans or talking about things like that. Just always seems to work out better for me. So we're going to put up 5 minutes. We're going to do our posts. I would love to see your posts. If you have questions about anything I just covered, about Steve's post, because of course he wasn't here, so we got to pick on him. So if he just
I'm
came
here,
on, he just came on, so
and I'm with my mama. Okay.
that's
You wanna
okay.
see
You
my mama?
actually, one of your posts did really came up on my news feed today. It was back from November 6th, and I was showing everybody about what Facebook thinks you want to see and to be more concerned about your message than anything. But it was a really good post. It was your mental health wellness post.
Oh, okay.
It was
Thank
really
you.
good. You're welcome. PJ, I don't think PJ's here, but I did PJ's post as well. So tell your mom hi, Steve. Hi. It's good to see you. We're glad you're here today. Glad you're out of rehab. I know the rehab hospital is not fun. Hope you're doing better. All right. Let's go over to Vicky for questions.
How did on that video, how were the words coming out in white at the bottom? And how did she paste that caption in red? Because that was a red background.
Yep. I'm guessing she probably used CapCut. It's a program that's made by TikTok, and it's free for everybody. It's free, and you can actually do your video stuff with that. Instagram and those things, when you post in there and then have it shoot back over to Facebook, it will actually put the captions in there for you if you want. But that thing at the top, you can actually do that in Instagram too, I think. I usually use a program called Opus AI, but it's expensive. So I don't necessarily recommend it just for anybody. I would say CapCut is probably a better one, because for mine, I'm cutting up videos for trainings that I've done to use as reels. So if I'm going to actually just make a reel myself, I would use CapCut. And as I said, it's free. And if I could ever find a free program for you guys, I will. So don't buy the expensive programs unless there's something specific you need in it. Okay, Lamantha.
Okay, I had asked this again, but to write the pictures across, across the photo, I'm just wondering, how do I do that? The words, I should say, the words.
Perfect. Okay, so let's come over here real quick. When you come into your Nowsite program, and let's say, let me get a post up here real quick.
Okay.
So today's word of the day is transformation. Turning challenges into opportunities is what life is all about. What's your word for today? Share in the comments and let's spread positivity together. Okay. Let's say I want a different image. I'm going to click change image. And then I'm going to find a different image, right? And I can use AI search. A lot of times I just use image search.
Okay, where's the image search? So, you can type that in.
And you can type things in and you can get some other. And so I'll just use this photo right here just for the sake of, using a photo. And then we click on the photo that we want to use and click on edit image. When we do that, if I click add text to image down here at the bottom, I can write in my text right here.
Okay.
Your life can be different. Okay.
Okay.
Now, you see the words on here. I can actually scroll down and make this font bigger if I want.
Font size, yeah.
And then I can darken the background or change the color of the background if I want.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hit OK. And now I have words across a photo that I can post.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
I will try that.
Give it a shot, and then on Monday we'll do it together, okay?
All right. Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
Let me do that.
All right. Yeah, Lamantha, I understand. I don't even know how I'm gonna.
Oh,
I don't know.
it's a daily process.
Yeah.
It's just daily. You gotta do it. It's daily. It comes. Some days are harder than some, but
Yeah.
that's how it is. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Any other questions? Anybody want to share your post real quick before I wrap this up? I know we're a little shorter today. Again, apologize to everyone. Thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for your support. Hospice gave me the phone call yesterday after our meeting. They called me right after our meeting yesterday to let me know that she was gonna go pretty quick. And she's out of pain though. There's no more hallucinations. There's no more other things. She's peaceful. And I'm so beyond thankful for that. That's the hugest thing. So again, Lamantha, you already had your question answered, right? Or did you have another question? You good? You're good. Okay. All right. So if everybody else is good, we're going to pick this up on Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific for my AI live. I'm going to get back to the hospital. Please bring your questions though. And if you guys want to do a certain type of demo, like say, I belong to such and such company. What's a demo that I can do? Bring that. We can do a demo together for you guys on any of your stuff. So as I said, we're a community here growing and doing this together. So if you guys need help, we can absolutely do that. Brenda, did you have a quick question?
Not a question. Just want to say to you, I'm just getting to know you, but I just want to say that I understand what you're going through. And I just want to say that as you go through this with your mom, hold on to all the happy memories that you had together. Those memories, Elizabeth, will sustain you. They'll take you through. So I'll be praying for you. And I just appreciate you being on with us as you go through this journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brenda. I appreciate you guys. I love you. I will see you guys on Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, 8 a.m. Pacific. And again, bring your questions and whatever you need. And she will showcase posts on that day as well. Hug your loved ones, do something wonderful for yourselves this weekend. And, life is a gift and let's enjoy it. Okay. All right. Have a great day, everybody. I love you all. And we'll see you on Monday.
Bye.
All the best, Elizabeth.
Take care.
Thank
And
you.
God
Love
bless.
you
Sure.
all.